Good morning. In this Canvas tutorial, we'll begin the process of learning how to clean up our assessments, our quizzes, our assignments, and our different files. This process can be a little time-consuming, but the more effort that you make into cleaning this information up, the more effective that the sandbox course will be. Also understand that this doesn't have to be done in one sitting. Because we uploaded this information, the package, to our sandbox course, it won't interfere with our live courses. So you can pull from this sandbox course whenever you feel necessary. So you can see here that I have many different assignments or in this case, quizzes. The first thing you want to understand is that this little logo here, this airplane, represents that it's a quiz. Because of the nature of the upload, any quiz will show up in the assignment. And if I scroll down, you'll notice, and if I open this down here, you'll notice the green label here. This represents an assignment, okay, and not an assessment or a quiz. You also notice that each one of these is published. Conveniently, once again, because this is sandbox, we don't have to worry about unpublishing everything, because this is in a sandbox course and there will never be any students within this course. So what you can do here is simply go into each individual quiz, in this case, or assignment, and see whether you want to keep it or not. If you don't want to keep it, go ahead and hit on the 3 buttons. You can move it around if you so choose, but you can delete it. Now, the nice thing with this is there's 2 really methods. You can keep it here, and in a future tutorial, I will show you how to copy this information to your live course, and I'll show that again. Or what you can do, and what I suggest that you do on assignments that you're going to use consistently, or you're going to use them in a lot of different classes, or it's a big assignment or a big test, is what I would do is upload them into Commons. Commons is a universal storage area that you have for yourself, Montverde Academy, and for basically any university that uses or school that uses Canvas. It is a hangout area with all types of information. I'll give you a rundown of this, but let's take this. Let's say I want to take this Chapter 3 U.S. History, this old exam or old test, and I want to upload it to Commons. So what I'm going to do here, I've looked through it and I really want to keep this. I'm going to use this over and over again. I'm going to go ahead and share it to Commons. I'm going to click on the 3 buttons and hit Share to Commons. It's going to take me to a new page. Now, I have some choices here, okay? First, I can share it with just myself. I can share it with all of Montverde Academy, or I can share it to a public. That means anybody with Canvas Commons ability can access this. Now, I only want to share it with myself, so I'm going to click on Only Me. Next thing I want to do is I can change the title of this, okay? If I so choose, or I can name it anything I want. And the next thing I can do is give it a description. I can just put U.S. History test. I can give the year. I mean, you can give whatever description you so desire. I mean, you could copy the title if you so fit. You don't have to worry about tags. Tags is for if you want to share it with everybody. This would be a way for people to find it conveniently. The next thing you want to do, and I did this kind of give you an example, you do need to give this an image. Okay. Now I'm at this screen, and I'm going to go ahead and click to change, because I need to give this an image. I'm going to go to Browse, or I could run a search, but I'm going to go to Browse to my computer, and I'm going to go to my Canvas, an image. Now you can download an image and use the exact same one. You can use whatever you want. You can go to the internet and find an image. You can do whatever you want. Realize that this is going to be saved forever, and it's an image that you can quickly find when you're using Commons. I'm going to go into my folder here. I'm going to go to my icon folder, and I'm just going to pick out just my eagle here. And again, you can move it around here. You can change the size of it, do whatever you want just to give it the image that you so did. And I'm going to go ahead and hit Save. Now that's my image. Now I'm going to hit Share. I just shared this test, remember the little airplane logo, or quiz I should say, to Commons. And I will show you in a future lesson about how to pull this information from it. But it's very simple. You could probably guess what's the import and download function. The task that you are required to complete is to take a screenshot of the uploading an assignment to Commons. And you just follow those steps, and then what you can do here is just go to your clipping tool, go to new, just like I've showed you, and drag it across your screen just to prove that you've done this. And then you can go ahead and save that file as I've shown you before. That's one of the tasks. Let's go back to the other task now. I'm going to go to my sandbox course. Okay. Now what I'm going to show you now is how to clean up your files, which is a little bit different. You can see here, because of the nature of the upload, many of these files, as I've shown you before, kind of messed up. And it's not Canvas's fault, it's Schoology and the way they name their folders. So what you can do here, and this is time consuming, is that you can go inside this file, and you notice that I click on this, it's an HTML. It's just a kind of a document talking about one of my exams, or one of my assignments, my R&Os. So I'm going to close out of this. I don't want this. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on this folder here, and now it brings up this file structure. And you can't see it, but there's 3 little lines over here. Click on those and delete. This unfortunately is the tedious part. Now the nice thing, again, is that in theory you don't even have to do this. This is just for your benefit because this is in a sandbox course. Though, I do want you to understand how files and folders work. So the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to create a new folder. And I'm just going to call it US History Unit 1. Okay? I'm going to hit enter, or you can hit the check mark, and it creates it because it does it in alphabetical order. So what I'm going to do here is click on that. It's going to bring up this folder structure. You can see here, folders, right there, Unit 1. And I'm going to upload another piece of information. Now I'm going to go ahead and just upload a random icon. Hit open, click on it, hit open. You can see it goes by very quickly because it's very small. And then this is inside that folder. Now this is the other assignment. So go ahead and do the upload, take a screenshot of this. You also notice one thing is that this is published. Now if we were in a live class, that means the students would have access to this file. If you don't want them to have access to it, just go ahead and hit unpublish. Right there. That's all you have to do. There is a couple other options. You can publish it, obviously you know what that means. They'll still be able to see the name of the file, but not see, they'll be able to see the file, but not download it or use it. You can change it to not visible to students. That means it doesn't even exist. It's something just for you. Or you can actually even schedule an availability that I want this file to become available, let's say, in a few months. I want to make it available, and then go ahead and hit update. I'm not going to mess with that. I'm going to go ahead and republish it and hit update. But then again, that's the process. So your 2 assignments for this one is go ahead and upload one of your assignments, quizzes, or files to Canvas, and then also upload a file, any file, maybe a PDF or an image of some sort, to a brand new, I would suggest, folder, and then upload that. So, thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you in the next training.